Parasitic caterpillar. Let's talk about it. So this is the large blue butterfly, a very, very creative name, obviously, because it's large and it's blue. This butterfly is native to a bunch of areas in Europe and Asia. It is pretty rare. It was endangered at one point, but is making a comeback, so we love that for her. But the caterpillars have a very, very interesting life cycle. So this caterpillar starts off as a vaguely odd-looking but nothing out of the ordinary caterpillar, but its life cycle is very interesting. It does not, as most caterpillars do, eat leaves and plant matter. In fact, it is carnivorous. In fact, it is both carnivorous and parasitic. So that means it invades other insects' abodes. Let's talk about how it does that. So this particular type of caterpillar makes its prey out of red ants, and normally red ants will eat caterpillars, so this guy has to be very careful to not get eaten while still accomplishing its goal. So to do that, it secretes a substance known as honeydew, which smells like ant food, so it attracts the ants. So when the ants get there, it starts to employ its long con to accomplish its end goal. When the ants get to the caterpillar, it starts doing two things. One of them, it starts secreting distress pheromones and also emitting distress sounds. Now those sounds and pheromones mimic the red ant queen. So the ant workers follow these pheromones and honeydew and sounds and all that because they're like, oh shit, that's our queen. Our queen is in trouble. We gotta go save her. But it's not the queen, it's the caterpillar. Now there's kind of two outcomes that can happen. The first outcome is that the ants are like, wait a second, this isn't our queen, and then they just kind of eat the caterpillar. And that sucks for the caterpillar. But if the caterpillar's con is successful, then the ants will bring the caterpillar back to their colony because they're like, oh shit, this is our queen, we gotta bring her home. And then the caterpillar has infiltrated the ant hive. And then at that point, the caterpillar has pretty much free reign inside of the anthill. They have got full access to an all-you-can-eat buffet. Because what it eats is ant larvae, the baby ants. So what the ants have essentially done is they got tricked by this caterpillar and they brought it willingly into their home where it's going to eat their babies. Pretty not good on the ants' part, but pretty nice setup on the caterpillar's part. So the caterpillar does what the caterpillar does, and it eats all the ant babies, and it grows, and it grows, and it grows until it's ready to do its metamorphosis, at which point most of the ant babies are now eaten, and most of the workers are not doing great. They're not being replaced, they're getting old, none of the babies are growing up into new workers, so the anthill is essentially just gone and done for. Now the caterpillar turns into its chrysalis, it hangs out there, it vibes, it does its thing. Then, when it's ready, it turns into this lovely, large blue butterfly, flies off, lays eggs, and the whole cycle starts over again. So yes, nature, while very interesting, can be pretty brutal at times, but also incredibly fascinating.